Kerrie, what do you have to do for us?
So I'm so excited because I have been doing cocoa bombs since October as a side hustle. And I was so excited. Oh, my little one wants to join us, so she's just going to listen. So, but I never had the sphere shell, so I didn't have Tupperware ones, but I felt terrible because I wanted to be using Tupperware silicone because they're the best. But I use all my bowls for my chocolate. I use my stack cooker. I use my saucy silicone spatula. And now that I'm doing these breakable eggs / you can do cocoa bombs too, which I'll tell you about that as well. I feel so much better, like the Tupperware lady is using her forms. So so excited. So the first thing I do, I want to show you is I keep all my chocolates. Now you can do those chocolate almond melts. You can do it regular chocolate or white chocolate. I'm using white chocolate and I use Merkin's chocolate that I get at a specialty store. It just melts a lot nicer. It has a really good flavor. My customers love it. So I use that. So I take all of my big bowls and they have my chocolates in them to keep them fresh. And I use one of my scoopers and I scoop it and put it into my stack cooker. So I can be doing a couple different colors at a time. So got the chocolate in, I already put it in, but it hardens up pretty quick. Okay. So I have that in my 1 3/4 stack cooker. Yeah, it was hot. So I just put it in the microwave. And when you're cooking with any of those types of chocolate, the microwave will do it the quickest. So you want to do those in 30-second increments. Okay. So I already had it down about 15 minutes ago. And so it shouldn't take me too long to get it to the consistency. But I went ahead and started and did 1 round, and then I'll show you how I fill them. So this round actually has 2 layers. So I do 1 layer, you guys, and I make it thicker because these are going to be an edible, and they're going to be stuffed with some M&Ms. So I have some M&Ms, and they fit almost 1/4 cup of M&Ms in there. So these ones are done. So I put my first layer in kind of thick, make sure I get all the way up the sides of those. And even a little bit over is okay because I'm going to melt that when I fuse them together. So I already did that for us, so I can show you how to do that in just a second. But I have my second silicone here, and I'm going to show you. And you do want to use a lint-free towel. So I rinse them in really hot water, and then I wipe them out with you have to use lint-free because if not, you're going to have those little floaters, and it's going to drive you crazy because you want to make sure you get those out. Okay, so let me jump out of the microwave here. And see where I'm at and see. Okay, so I've got a good consistency because I'd already melted all those little the little melts, the little chunks. So I've got that in a nice consistency here. Pretty good. Okay, so then I just get a spoon, and I'm using just a teaspoon. And you can, of course, use your Tupperware ones, but honestly, my spoons here are going to fit this mold a lot nicer because it does have like that egg shape. So it's going to kind of fill it in pretty nice. So I simply just get I use about 2 teaspoons in my first pour. So I set them down in there. Okay. So I've got that one in there, and I'm just going to kind of drag it up the sides. And the nice thing with this chocolate is it's not going to harden really super fast. So you're going to be okay to work with it. So this one I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons. And I just want to get up the sides really nice and down at the bottom really nice because, like I said, these are going to be thicker ones. Okay, so I've got that 1 layer. As you can see, it's kind of thick. So then I'm going to let that sit for 5 minutes in my refrigerator. Yes, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to put that in my refrigerator once I get it all done. But fast forward through the Tupperware TV, I'm going to show you the ones I already did the 2 layers of. Okay, I got to go back down here. All right, so they pop out so easily, you guys. So, okay. So there you do. You have your one side. And like I said, it's kind of thick. Okay. And then I have some wax paper that I set them down on. And then I'm going to pop another one out. And then you can fill it out. Yes. We're going to do these after. So I've got my other side. So like I said, this is 2 layers of chocolate. I did it kind of thick. Okay. No, not yet. All right. So I'm going to move this out of the way real quick. I actually have to step over to the stove real quick because I'm going to heat up a plate. And you want it, some people do pans, I just do a plate. So I get one of my small like appetizer plates and I heat it just for 5 seconds. So it's just going to take 1 second for me to walk over here and say hi. your favorite piece of Tupperware is.
I want to say, didn't Addison just have a birthday?
Well, in January.
Oh,
And
it's so
Addison
close.
just lost a tooth.
That's what I saw online. She lost a tooth.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Smile at everybody, as you can see, because through the mask, no one has seen that she's lost her big front tooth here. So she's so excited. All right. So I just took my dinnerware, my Fiesta wear that I love. And it's nice to the touch. It's not too hot. Okay. And then this is where you got to kind of act fast. Okay. So you're going to get this and you're going to do what we call the swirl in the chocolate biz. You do this quick swirl. Okay. So you're going to get those warm lines, and then I'm going to take my quarter cup of my M&Ms. It almost fits a whole quarter cup, okay? But you can do any stacks that you would want. Chocolate, I'm all about that. Then I'm going to take this side. I know this is where, like I said, you kind of have to act fast. And then you're going to fuse them together, okay? And then you're going to do a quick wipe because you want to make sure that you're filling these. Now, these ones are going to be for us, but when I make them for customers, I use my gloves. But for family, we're just doing this. So I just sear them or seal them. So as you can see, the lines, you want to keep them kind of nice, okay? And then you're going to let them dry. So then I just do that fill. I do all my shells and then I fill. In fact, you guys, I got to show you what I've been keeping mine in. And they're on back order and Mama needs them to come in. I need these. Jumbo modular made eggs. And look at all the eggs in there. So I have about 50 or 60 that I have to make. So I'm at a standstill here and I have to still make some more. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So I have that egg filled and then I get my deco pen, which I'm obsessed with. So if anybody has some extra ones that you want to sell me, I would love to have them because I need them. So what I do is I buy the chocolate store that I go to, they have already colored ones. So I bought yellow, a real pretty yellow, and I bought some really pretty sprinkles here that look like eggs. And I did some pastels because I'm going to do some pastel M&Ms, but I also have some regular M&Ms as well. And this is just a mixture of the green and the little eggs that are in there. And I do a fancy little, once I melt it, I put the chocolate down in there and I do a fancy drizzle and I will show you that right now. Okay, so this is the finished product. This is the fancy little egg. I don't know if I have my lighting too high. Is it too high and you can't see it real good? Let's turn it down.
We can see it.
So you have this cute little egg here. How cute. And I just use a regular cupcake liner, okay, for presentation. And then see, I melted that yellow, but you could use any color. I have some orange chocolate as well that I'm going to use. And then I just drizzle it on. And after I drizzle, I sprinkle with these, okay? And then I set them down in there and I take it a step further because I want them to look cute as a gift. And I put them in this little container here with some of the little grass inside of it. And then I set it up because it has a cupcake bottom and I set it up like that. So I do that. Okay. Sorry, someone was messaging me. Okay. So so I set it up like that. And then that's how it looks presented. Addison, would you grab me one that's already done over there? And then you can crack it because she wants to crack it and show you what happens inside. So you can even still do this with hot cocoa bombs, but those, because the weather's getting, you know, a little bit warmer. So then I do this and see how they're like perched up in there. In that little cupcake holder. And then I got these little hammers that I'm individually going to wrap about it. And Addison is super excited because this is the first one she's going to get to crack. So let's take it out and then you crack it with the little hammer. So go ahead, Addison, let's get into it. We got a hole. Let me hold it for her. So as you can see, we've cracked the hole in the egg and then you can break it apart and all that comes out. It's all edible. So you can have just one little piece because it's past your bedtime. So, but it's filled with all the goodies that you have inside of it. If you have the egg forms and you really want to wow your family, do this. It's so easy. It's so pretty. It's been fun. Like I said, Addison helps me, not when I'm doing them for, you know, customers, but for the family and stuff that we're making and giving these as treats to the neighbors and things like that. It's been a lot of fun. And I was so fortunate that my Tupper bestie let me borrow 2 of her forms so I can get these big, huge $60 or 60 60 of these I have to make by Good Friday. So that's what we've been doing. We love it. We have so much fun using it. I'm so happy that I get to use my Tupperware silicone molds. But if you even have the cupcake ones, you could do that. You could do the donuts and fill them with treats for any type of party as a giveaway or something. And you're using your Tupperware. And I just love that fact. And it's super fun. It's tasty.
All right.
So
Thank you so much. Let's give her a big hand.
thank you
Yay.
so much. And thank you. You did a
Thank
great
you,
job.
Addison.
I might eat some of these too.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
kidding. I'm thinking I want some of those.
Right.
Wow. So
Thank you.
everybody is sitting there thinking, excuse me, I need an egg form, right? You're thinking that, right? Well, what if I told you I hear you. I hear you. And so what I want to do for you right now is share with you that for 1 week only, you have exceptional week, and it is March 25th through the 31st. So